How many colonists is too many colonists? Let's find out on this episode of Norse America. Actually, I'm thinking of changing the name of it to The Norse Wind Blows. Any opportunity to change the word North to Norse, I'm pretty happy with. Looks like I'm coring a lot of... yes, I just took out these guys, I believe. Yep, coring that. Uh-huh. Neat. Envoy travel time. Adventuring merchants, because they have trade ideas. Interesting, the colonial nations have different ideas. Not expected. Okay, I have no admin points. But damn it, I hunger for land. Conversions are coming along nicely. This will be cheap land too. So which one of you guys is not Norse? Looks like this area mostly, like up here. And then of course these far west folk. But if it's one province, it doesn't matter because I can just convert them on capture. So what's my immediate plan? See, I don't have free diplomats. I'm trying to butter up France. Did I make myself friendly to them? I did. I did. Honestly, let's just buddy up to anybody that I think could be useful in the long run. A lot of people like me because of enemy of enemy. Brandenburg's going to be a beast eventually, so here we go. As long as they keep growing. Poland does not have its union, so can't expect to see much of that. Oh, they Muscovy formed Russia. Let's see. England doesn't think anything of mine is of vital interest. Carabas wants some of my continental land for some reason. New Portugal's cool with me. Spain doesn't care. They want one of their colonies' lands, apparently. Portugal, how do you feel? You want specifically Cuzco. Interesting. And you know, all of Africa. I wonder if the Norwegians want anything. Nah. Alright, well, I ought to be claiming up some of this land. They've lost their alliance with the Spanish. Oh, that's not. Come on, Portugal. Portugal itself has no alliance with Spain. Well then. This might be a great opportunity to lock down the Caribbean. Actually, if I let the Texan colonial nation form. If I let him get one more, it'll form a colonial nation, and then I can walk in and stomp on it. What I ought to be doing is claiming up places like Baracoa. Okay, to elaborate on what I just said. The Portuguese have cores here. And where they form a colonial nation, the colonial nation has cores instead. So when the colonial nation has cores, and you eliminate a colonial nation, the cores all go away. Which means if I take this all from Portugal, they don't have cores on it anymore. At least that's how it used to work. Whereas if I took it from them directly, they would still have their cores. So I'd rather let them finish it so I could just take all of Carabas, core it, and then nobody else would have cores there but me. It would just be the wrong culture. I like how these guys are just out here being separatists. Are they listed on my rebels or something? No. Where are you going? That gives me a hint as to what I was trying to do. I was going to take the Cherokee next. I suppose that's what I was doing. Well, hard to argue with old me. I have all 8 of my colonies going. Good. Still have positive income. I think that's because I'm ending a war, though. Right, conversion done. Next. Supply limits here. Amazing with Lima. So what I ought to be doing is locking off the coast to La Plata, I suppose. There's a lot of areas I need to lock off the coast of. Actually, let them colonize here. More land for me to take directly from them. Maybe I'll just eliminate the filthy Portuguese in the future. These guys have no allies. And no hope. It's quite grim, really. Yes to mercantilism? Absolutely. And the deal is, of course, going to be, I take your everything. And I believe you're the right religion. Yep. So, after that siege down. I still have massively positive income despite having 8. 8 colonies. This can be recalled, though, and sent, say, I don't know, to a 300? A 300? They'll do better there. Mississippi, Odnesk, Mississippi, Odnesk, Northeast. I really like the naming thing. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I should get this dip tech, even if it's ahead of time, for the settler increase. Or I could just spend it on developing trade. My income's well on the way to being 500. My inflation is insane. train connection to some of these places. Oh, this is Britain. Oh, that's not going to do. How do I express my vital interest? These are mine. Honestly, all of this is mine. It's a vital interest. I should just claim the entire continent. I like how I can do the uncolonized stuff. It's all mine. I've never met a lot of these people, but they sure as hell ought to know that they belong to me. This might also prevent people that like me from colonizing it, or people that don't want to deal with me. We can hope. This whole area, don't expand. Nobody expands into my lands. Is this actually useful? I have no idea. But I'm doing it. I'm not going to claim Brazil in hopes that Brazil is going to want independence. And so they'll seek my help in doing so. If this deters colonists, it will be worth it. Oh yeah, I need South Georgia, don't I? What a pain. But anyway, because it's of vital interest, if I become an ally in war, that's why I wanted to kill Creek. The mission. Vassalize? No. Protect against Britain. Have 49 men. That would be very easy. What's the reward? Land maintenance down. Recruitment time down. Create an army. Same thing, except for this one's going to be harder to do, so I'll do protect against Britain. And I'll just take one of these armies. And say, let's build up. Now I currently have 40 and I need 49, so I need 10. Let's get you some cannons, shall we? Give you up to 6 cannons. Just straight up go cannons. Now in theory, yeah, it'll queue that up itself. From nearby areas. And it should walk there and merge up. I gotta start using that button more. Seems to be a trade fleet here, just not trading. These guys can go to the Caribbean too now, since I know the way. Perfect. All right. Claim Cheyenne. Didn't claim other stuff. I should probably start. So the war with England's going to be interesting because eventually it's when it does happen, and it will need to happen. Britain's attacking Zealand and failing horribly. How big is their navy now, anyway? No wonder. GB. 13 heavies, they got 60 total ships. Honestly, if I built up a few more heavies, I'd have the greatest navy in the world, I'm quite sure. Going to Ojibwe. And who? Awatami? Oh, I can't get there yet. I should go for these guys first then. Also Ojibwe and Sua. Either way, this is going to be someone I can't kill. So I might as well go for this first so I can just knock these out in the next war. Kato? Did they migrate that far? Is that what happened? Maybe I should just wait until I have more colonies. Instead I could go for Micmac, I suppose. They have no allies. I'll go to Micmac. It's getting to the point where I can comfortably afford a slightly smaller or larger army. And employ that army to guard all these colonies. And then move Miami from there. Nah, I gotta colonize my way to these people. Ah, create a city. Free production. Good. Are these both in the same colonial region? Because they will count towards each other. They are. This is all La Plata. So if I connect up those with... nope. Too many. Too many spaces. I can go something like this. And there. And then I'll lock down these. And then colonize my way that way. That would be okay. Colonize there, or I could go for the Huron. go to Kaskaskia. Sounds like a nice place. This pesky clergy keep wanting land. Who does that? Let's give you naval supplies. All these colonies finishing. Okay. That means we can start deploying them in slightly more interesting places. Here. And that'll connect me all the natives on this side. Let's go ahead and start connecting up over this way, I guess. Right. Even more. This area is called Great Woods. Great Woods, huh. Iroquoisia. Interesting namings. Oh, looks like the Spanish are at war with, what is this? Occupied by Morocco. We're still not allied with, Spain, though. Hey, Pineapple, how you doing? Get myself a settler increase. Everything's looking up. I might as well be making claims on these just to make them a little cheaper. Or, Arawak is like I'm screwed. They're all screwed, honestly. Where's Arawak? Oh yeah, these guys. We're coming for him. It's happening. Portugal La Plata wants independence. Really? Holy crap, these guys. I wonder if I gave them their independence, if they would give me all the land from the other colonies. They're all so weak, though. I'd almost rather just kill them. Yeah, Portugal's been having a rough time. Mostly because all their colonial land has been blocked. And they lost land to Timbuktu here. So even their conquests in Africa are not going so well. The French are fighting the British right now. That's rather nice. Wasn't I improving relations with the Ottomans? Oh no, I just set them to friendly. What did I forget to upgrade? Infantry! I don't care. Pick one. Speaking of, let's take all of my infantry. From this stack. Over here for reassignment. We're going to be a little more aggressive about these colonies. We're going to have 2 per. You go away. No, no, no. You go away. Okay. So these colonies are going to get protected by infantry. He made his tech group American for this? What? That ruins the whole thing. Well, no. Actually, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's a perfectly legitimate way to do this if you are not going for first come, first serve. Oh, the inflation. I almost would like to use that those points to buy more. So let's get you that. Let's get you guys some infantry. No provinces available to build in. What? Oh, my advisor died. That's not good. Land force them. Yeah, I need that. Okay. So what colonies have I not? Let's say like a. There's got to be a map mode that shows me where my colonies are, right? The yellow and blue provinces, apparently. That's a colony? Well, once I get troops on all of them, I'll start pissing off the natives. Why not go the extra mile and make everyone Norse? Because I can't force convert non Non-pagan countries. Wasn't I sending? Yeah, there's one. That's not all of them, that's for sure. Let's see, where do we got? What do we got? Covered? Covered, I think. Covered. Covered. Yep. Great. How many colonies is that? Am I up to my limit of 8? Yeah. I'd do another one, but it's going to cost me like 100 extra ducats a month. Events that change the religion to specifically Jewish. It's very PC of you. Okay, let's see. Where do I need a colonist? Alright. And these guys are going to need some more infantry. Dig into that manpower pool that I've been ignoring. Okay, so we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, what did I forget? Where's number 8? Aha! This too is a colony. Make sure to get them islands, yeah. Yeah! I should focus them pretty soon. Massive ethnic cleansing time? I mean... Galapagos? Yep. It's on the chopping block. Everyone's favorite, South Georgia. Falklands will be easy, I don't have to guard that. Actually, these both, I should just send someone there. Do people live on the Falklands? A little bit. Or the Galapagos, I mean. I ought to hire an explorer and just get out there, and so I can get to Hawaii too. Okay, now I gotta start spending some points on reducing my inflation, because it's out of control. Too much native gold. Where am I claiming? The Illinois? Yep. Get Niagara. And this. Hawaii is not part of North America? You sure? Oh, is it Oceania? Oh, is it that thing? It's Oceania, isn't it? How far away am I from force limit now? Very far. It jumped again. Okay. So let's build myself up to 10 of these. Let's do a 10-10-4, I suppose. Yeah, that's good enough. Do 3 Georges, you'll be getting 2. I could do that. If I have time at the very end, I'll do it the other way. That's a very good point. This is a great opportunity for that. No, wait, I can't do it. Because it's a custom nation, these are the only 3 achievements I can actually get. Sadly. Agent discovered already? Come home and then go back. I don't have that kind of time. This guy was discovered too, but he's so far along I might as well just leave it. Okay, I believe all the colonies are covered, so let's finally change that policy. Native repression. Global settler increase plus 20. 8 colonies. This lowers my stability? Really? I mean, I guess that's still worth it, but damn, that's harsh. I didn't know that was going to happen. And now the natives begin to rise up. Cannons will be useful later. I want to be ready. Like last time when I went to war with the Portuguese and the Spanish, I was not ready. I could have beaten them if the colonies didn't surrender on my behalf. But yeah, I just was not ready and could not hold their capital for them while they cried about it. I think I'll use some of this native uprisings everywhere. I think I'll use some of this extra money also to buy some heavies. Hope that works. So I unmothballed it so I can push the buttons. Bought the heavies and then unmothballed it. So let's see if they go back there and mothball with the rest of them. That would be pretty nice. Oh, I did finish expansion. That's nice. What was my mission? Finish a colony. Great. Looks like I'm well on the way to doing what I need to do. Shipbuilding time. Nice. I actually have no idea if that affects the ships that have already been started. And I don't particularly care, so here we go. So the merchants are extremely loyal, so making them lose loyalty would probably be the better route. Nobles gain influence this way, though. Temporarily. Is that a temporary? No, that's a permanent loyalty hit. And or boon. The land maintenance modifier is pretty nice, though. Now I'm going to get native rising messages constantly. Should probably silence those, considering I have 8 colonies going. Discovered again. All 3 discovered. When you get to the end, please make every faction get 100 influence and do 3 hostile takeovers. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see where things are at. So I'll bet you the natives that are out here will start rising up and attacking my armies now. Moingwena has a pretty weird title. Yeah. Well, Assiniboine. I might be mispronouncing that, but I'm fairly certain I've heard the word before. Do I have colonial enthusiasm? This appears to be a finished colony. Who does this belong to? They're just floating there. Okay. Let's get some of this inflation out of here before something bad happens. Ah. Hello, new Paramount Priest. Alright, who do I want? Clergy, nobility, or no one? It's obviously going to have to be clergy or nobility. Clergy could use some more loyalty. And I could use more free money. That admin. Where's Heavenly when you need him? Torbjorn? 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 It's like Thorborn? I like it. Deity. I'm running out of things to core. This would give me some more money. The lesser tech cost is always even. Always even. What the hell? What am I at? Valley Girl? Now what am I saying? That's what they can't do. Tax and manpower, both very good. You know, the core creation still saves me admin, because even my colonies up here are going to need that. City population is always welcome. This is going to finish like immediately, so I'm going to recall that guy, since that won't proc, because it just needs 2 population to finish. And I'm just going to forward him ahead of time to where he needs to be next, such as South Georgia. Just get those islands before somebody else does. So they're going to be a pain. Oh, the rebels general died. These rebels that are going to... So when a nation dies and their army still exists, they become separatists. But these are separatists just in the middle of nowhere. So they're just sitting here. They had a general, and he died. So now it's just a 6,000-man army just living out here on their own. And they don't really move. They don't really have an AI at that point. So they're just out there free, doing their thing. So this 2,000 doesn't need to do anything. How do you name these guys? Ah. Alright, let's do this. Colonial what? That sounds a good name. This way I can find them in my list easier. I never really used this feature. It's not new. Improve relations with Kato. I don't think that's going to happen. Ooh, yearly naval tradition will be pretty useful, actually. Build a... have more equal heavy ships than 20. I'm already doing that. They are on their way. Perfect. So now, wherever I show my armies... yeah, looks like a name. Should have my claims coming sometime in the future. Please. I have a claim on Miami. I have a claim on... I'm making one on Niagara, but it's slow. I should fabricate another on Portugal because I can. And they're not trying to finish this I wonder if they stopped colonizing because, well, it's probably because they're at war, realistically. Wow, my income. Maybe I should make a 9th colony. Catholic League. It started. And I can join it, it looks like. Let them fight amongst themselves. Okay, my claim on Assiniboine is going to be done pretty soon anyway, so let the war begin. So you are allied with... Wait, who? Did this shift? Okay. Grugel! Claims are for pussies. Well, you know me. Big old pussy. Alright. Now I have to worry about my small army, actually. Oh, this is annoying. Qatar has no allies. Do I go for it and just risk the colony? Or do I just relax for a bit? Actually spend my admin on something else? I'm gonna relax. This announcement needs to calm down. Icon? What does icon do? I'll turn the icon on just to see what it does. Colony down. Alright, next. Let's get the other Arctic hellhole island. On that note, I should probably get these at some point too, although they're more dangerous now because they have aggressiveness, and I no longer ignore that. Great. Yeah, as I suspected, they're not going to merge because that navy is mothballed. If I unmothball them, they automatically merge. Neat. Alliance with Kato. Convert Charkas to Norse for free missionary strength. I see really no reason not to do it. It's gonna happen anyway. This army, I see very little reason to keep that for south. I'd rather have it up on the north coast. There's no supply limit up here. At all. Yeah, but the leader's maneuver cancels that out. What is it without the leader? Because that's important. It'd still be fine. Oh, wait with first. Okay, I was reading the wrong thing. Cool. I have a truce. I have a truce? I do truces? All my colonists are in use, right? Good. I'm actually going to leave the settler on these guys because it takes so long to get through these islands. I just want to ensure that it finishes as fast as possible. Alright. It's done. Look how the Moroccans are just landing all over the Portuguese lands. How long is a stupid truce? What do we got? Oh, ends this year. No, end of the year, but this year. Vassalize, alliance. Kato would ally with me, and that would just give me dip rep. Do I want dip rep? It might give me some friends. What the hell? What's the loss in this? And I can just dissolve it pretty much immediately. How do you guys feel? Oh, hello, France. That dip rip may have been well worth it. Alright, who are your allies? Austria? Austria doesn't want to ally me. But yes, France, exactly what I wanted here. We've improved relations with each other, it appears. They know what's best for them. I'm sorry, that alliance no longer works for me. They want it back. I broke the alliance, they had the -50 from it, and they really want it back. They still like me. Actually, like, positive like me. Why? Because I improved relations with them? Oh, they improved relations with me. Can't say I particularly care. We got the money. I could just build another army. Another little stack. Seems pretty reasonable. Let's build some guys. Colonize Kamana. Sounds great. It appears I'm a colony down, too. Why am I a colony down? Oh, Kamana calls. I'll need an army down there, I suppose. Yep, let's go for 9 colonies, I suppose. That's what we're doing. What's going on? Alright, the reason it didn't show is because... Why was I it? Whatever. I mathed funny. Prepare for massive negative income as Kamana gets colonized in 90 days. Missionary strike is going to be obsoleted pretty quick here too, which means I can get a better advisor. Pay even more money. Inflation reduction actually would be kinda almost necessary now. So you are allied with Miami, Ottawa. Apparently I've been to Ottawa because it's Norse. Not Miami, though. Miami's allied to these guys. So if I attack Miami, I can just take those on their own. As long as this is under 50% total. 45, perfect. Right. Colonial enthusiasm and bleeding 50 ducats a month now. It's the Norse American way. Okay, Miami. It's time to show you that I'm superior. I really prefer this army not cause me trouble. What kind of fort do they have here? Level 1, I assume. What's that, 3 men? I think that's 100% religious unity there. Norse prevails. Rival of our rival. Make Austria like me more. That I can do. That I will do with a smile. Now, until some of these colonies finish, I might not be able to actually core any of this. Let's get you off of there and get you somewhere where you can help me get my cores faster. Like here. And this colony is pretty much done, so I can actually recall it. Send it elsewhere. This one's going to be done on its own. I'll let him stay, though. It's close enough. And you go back with these guys. Okay. Alright. Gives me a colonist too, doesn't it? Well, that brings me back down to 8 colonies. Send you there, I suppose. To Odinesque, northern Chile. might not be able to core Illinois right away. That's okay. Because of the Huron. Our Gonzo. I need more inflation, so I'll take their money. Who needs admin? Force religion. Good. Oh, I can core it. Beautiful. Even though this colony is not done. I'm actually a little surprised by that. With an overextension of a mere 27, can very comfortably take another. All right. Oh, jeez, look at all these noble rebels. Everybody's having trouble. Who to murder? Who's these guys? They have no friends anymore. Kree? Kree have got to go. Forced migration. Don't do forced migration. Whatever you do, never do forced migration. It's easy to click if you're rushing around. Not worth it. Unless you don't want to colonize, I suppose, and you want them to be in a place you can conquer them. That's weird. Don't do that. Unless you really want to, but don't. I've got a plan. I'll attack Assiniboine. They'll call in Ojibwe and Sui. And in turn, these guys will not be able to call in Ojibwe when I attack them. It'll be... at least one of those wars becomes easy. And as soon as I can, I attack these guys. I can't call in Ojibwe. Oh, and they got exiled. Because of the declaration, I suppose. And I just stole the siege, so instant kill. Colony down. Falklands. Like Galapagos, I mean. I can do that. Or that colony didn't have a colonist. What's my smallest colony? It has a settler. Wow, there's like nothing. Ugh. I can't make that much money, it's embarrassing. Where are my colonists? Okay, there's 3 of them are occupied on islands that are long. Have long. 2 of them are occupied on islands. Where's the other ones? One of them is occupied here. Oh man, I am blind. Okay, one's here. I found out I can colonize, so I'll just take him off and send him to the Galapagos. Hey, Trissy. Oh no. What's happening? I'm doing very well. I hope you are as well. I feel like I'm reusing words way too much in like all of my sentences right now. It's irksome. No, my colonial guardsmen. This is what I feared. No! Get out of my colony! Did they eliminate them? Oh, they squished them. Wow. Okay. Alright, who died? Colonial 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was Colonial 6. You're the new Colonial 6. Hello, massive tax bonus. Where the hell are you going? These guys can also be eliminated. They're apparently already the right religion. Yep. Yep, yep. Who needs admin? Come back! I want to play! Where are you going? Seriously, what is this? You know what? That army's coming back, and this one's coming north. If they try to go for my capital, I'll stop them there. Oh yeah, Norse is spreading quite well. Transferred occupation to Assiniboine. Unexpected. $5 as a vassal? I think it was more than that. I was a vassal for quite a while. Now who's a vassal? Nobody, because I don't take prisoners. How's Austria feel about me about now, anyway? We're still buddies in France, right? Good. Oh, I'm in an offensive war. If I wasn't in an offensive war, how do they feel? Not good. Okay. At least we're honest with each other. Now from you, all I want is your everything. Hi, guys. That's much better to watch with the sound effects. As repetitive as they are. Still not feeling surrender, huh? We'll see about that. How about if you have no allied army? Still not. What if I take this province from you? Good job. I need to make 2 colonies. Suppose I should take this one to keep them from spreading this way, because they do like to spread adjacent. Oh wow, my colonists are all locked up somewhere. Islands. Didn't I remove that colonist? Yes, I did. Good job, me. Really does feel like a waste to recall these, but I do want to have my colonies going at all times. It just takes so long to send them. I'll recall this one. Even though it risks instantly destroying the colony. I think it's time to deploy the transports. You know what? This is wasteful. New transports. Where's that red? I can absolutely afford that. So we'll build those there, and I'll send one of these to meet up with them. I'll guard the colony, and I'll move the settler. Oh, there's a colonist. I am hallucinating. Never mind. You heard nothing. Austria, you liking me anymore yet? Nope. Not even a little bit. French, though. unfinished colony that didn't have a colonist. These islands are messing up my groove. One downside of just colonizing a lot is it gets real boring real fast. I can switch this to Norwegian for 6. Same religion overseas. Oh, it's overseas, so it's easy to switch. Yes, change the culture. Oh, yes. 14? Yeah. I gotta remember that one. I didn't know overseas gave a bonus. These are not considered overseas. Huh. Good to know. Now my mission is now to conquer a British piece of land. Well. This will be a colonial nation soon, which makes it easy. Done yet? I've got a colonist back, and this one I can withdraw. Currently down to 5 colonies. I need 3 more, so send one there. Send one there. And then the first one to arrive, I'll withdraw. Send elsewhere. Who is this? Oh, one of the transports is going to go all the way around. Capped on dip. Head on tech. Good culture convert. That's a thing I can do. Or I could buff the gold provinces. Hey, 24 by 24, no problem at all. Don't worry about it. I hope it was helpful. I dread the day that I tell someone that that's wrong. It just ruins their campaign. Like outdated information or something. have more colonies than Portugal. More colonists than Portugal per colony. And Spain. Now that feels good. Alright, this colony arrived. Call him. And then send him to... I need one more. Do I have another reserved spot somewhere? Right here works. Actually, I like this one better because it's adjacent. It will make him focus down here more instead. And honestly, at this point, I'm making so much money, I might as well just dump support to another colony. It's not like I can invade many people at this point. Portugal's got its Spanish alliance back. Work my way up to the next idea group so I can spend some of these points somewhere. Maybe offensive or something. Maybe religious, but I'd like to catch up with admin. That would be pretty useful. Actually, hold on. 14. Yeah, if I catch up in admin, I'll just get another idea group anyway, so I should put it into a diplomatic or military idea. Military seems pretty good. Quantity, of course, is very strong, considering I have so much money. I'll be able to field massive armies. Which groups have I taken so far? I've got exploration and expansion. I'm all out colonization. Supporting 8 colonies at once, so putting a lot into it. Probably offensive or quantity. Even naval won't be that good just because I'll be able to field such huge armies. Yeah, I have a natural 4 colonists. One of them is from one of my ideas that I spent most of my points on for the custom nation. Oh, this guy can be recalled. Quantity, you want that manpower boost. We'll see. We will see. Alright, this guy should move to one of the fuller colonies. This one's good. Just finish that off for me. If you please. Yeah, quantity does sound pretty good with the ducat intake. You're not wrong. Oh, this one's done. Okay, good. Good, good, good. So I want to make one more disconnected colony and then connect mine. Connect them all. And hey, look, a colonist. One more disconnected. Let's put him here. The Portuguese encroach. And so do my points. British Canada. Okay, what counts as Canada? That's Canada. Okay. Southeast, Northeast Canada, Great Lakes, Missouri, or Mississippi. Great Plains, California, Cascadia. It's pretty reasonable. Where did you start? Just north of the Aztec? Yes, right here. On the northern border of Totonac. I got vassalized by the Aztecs to save my own hide, and from that point I just accepted all their generous gifts. Oh, this is bad. Wait a minute. Are these colonial? I just thought of this. Ooh, these are not part of a colonial region. They tried to keep me in check. Yeah, they did. They tried really hard. Alright, I need a free colonial guardsman. Put you up here. You guys ready to fold yet? There, now they're done. They earned me 30 more ducats. Alright. I think I'm going over on colonists again, unless I set one... Well, we'll see where they land. I don't remember. If you're as scatterbrained as I am, it's easy to screw this up. And, oh my god, my income. Well, I don't have several colonies running. How's the League War shaping up? Russia and the Ottomans and the British on the side of the Protestants. And Theodoro. It looks moderately even. I don't see Spain or Portugal deployed yet. Whoa, Sweden got wrecked by Russia, which means Russia's going to be a foe I have to face later. That's, alright. That's fine. I should have changed this guy a while ago. Inflation reduction. Get in my belly, Ottawa. Yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Apparently I'm improving relations with them accidentally. We didn't mean it. We could ignore our diplomat. He had misinterpreted his instructions. As you were hating us. Newfoundland is born. And now I can claim double fast. What's my mission again? Aroostook. Ah, attack the British. Siege ability, please. And France, would you help me attack the British? Don't worry about it, we'll talk later. They're busy. We should cut off his hand, not shake it. We said sacrifice him to the Odin. taken a lot of land of clergy, haven't I? Spread all over the place as I conquer it. Which color is nobility? Yellow? Oh no, yellow's clergy. Nobility is, oh, I didn't give this to them. They already had it. The local nobles. Neat. A couple of things that are merchants. That's the blue. They don't seem to demand a whole lot. It's autonomy. I want development. Any that are just kind of looking nice for, oh, I saw a green one. There's one. Why is this green? So it's this province. What's special about this? The nobility owns it. Sure. As far as diplomatic, they must not care as long as you make a lot of money. Well, yeah, they don't. I don't know. They don't seem to actually require anything of me. Giving them more influence would increase the potency of these, which can be done by giving them land, but honestly I see no reason to give anybody more land than they demand, as a minimum, because you can gain influence in other ways. And I was looking for gold. Where's the not trade, but trade goods. Oh hello, there's plenty of gold around here. Because I love inflation so much. Call you and send you back here. Let's finish this up, even though it takes you like 2 years to get there. I thought loyalty only affected the estate modifiers. Loyalty, okay, hold on. This is as I understand it. Loyalty affects, if it's below, I think, 30%, you get bad things happening. Like there's revolt risk, and their modifiers are negative. If it's, the more positive it is, the more things their bonuses do. Influence is a representation of how much power they have in your country. So higher influence makes these more potent. You don't need them to have any amount of influence, but if it's over 80%, there can be a disaster. So these kind of play with each other to determine what these modifiers are. So everybody's really loyal to me, which is why all these, there's so many components to this modifier. For example, the clergy one is my most influential. So their modifiers tend to be a little more potent than the merchants or the nobles. I think if I boosted the nobility to like 60, I think 60% was a threshold. I'm not sure. Okay. Thanks for the heads up. Just quit mumble here. The Windows 10 alerts are really annoying. Influence is not always a bad thing. In fact, more influence means you can get access to more of these. Between influence and, let's see, recruit minister, requires the clergy influence to be greater than 50. It also gives them more influence. This is really tempting, actually. Yeah, you don't want it to get above 80. So you're kind of playing with fire if you get it real high. But if it's high and not above 80, it tends to be only good. Just the risk is that they get more. And then it becomes too much. Oh, actually, I like this. Native assimilation. Native assimilation. Gives more local goods produced. So I got them up 15 more. That would put them at 70. And the risk is there will be an event that gives them 10 more influence. And then, then they're too strong. As a theocracy, they have a permanent 20% boost to their influence, which can make them a little tough. Of course, getting an Inquisitor for 10 influence wouldn't be that bad. Half price Inquisitor. See, I can't raise levies from the nobility because their influence is too low. Just take away 2 other provinces. I'm already riding the line. They demand 10% of my 10% of my development, and I'm barely keeping them above it at all times in order to stymie their influence growth. So, taking away their land would cause their loyalty to decrease by a certain amount every month, and that's not good either. So I'm just not going to risk it. Hey, the Dutch. Hostile? Hostile? Please tell me this one. Oh, this is Ottawa. Damn it, I got caught. Caught in Ottawa. How'd they know it was me? Surely my spies are hard to differentiate. Alright, got a colony back. Need a new one. Gotta put it somewhere. Want this to finish before I connect these. Yep, the Dutch have started to colonize. Suppose I could just go continue up the Canadian coast. Really lock off this end. Wouldn't be so bad. I should also start considering collecting out here. Where are my merchants? There's one here. There's one here. I have 3, don't I? Yeah. Where the hell's the other merchant? Rio Grande, Mexico. Oh, it's here. It's pushing trade. So this is pretty good because it's pushing a large amount of trade to the Caribbean, which will increase its value. The Mexico one is pretty much useless though, so let's think about relocating him. Where do I relocate this? Either somewhere pushing to the Caribbean. Trade's not all that good everywhere. Out here, though. You sure and head up the California coast as well? Yeah. I'm just prioritizing East Coast because that's where the bad guys can go. I suppose here wouldn't be bad. I have most of the power, so I could collect, or... My trade power here is 70. Let's just do a little test. Collect. Rio Grande. And I forgot the colonist, of course. Lock off the English from this area. Lost the colonialism from Rio de Prata. What? Sure. Whatever you say. I'm guessing it was transferred to Rio de Prata and then finished the colony. So that it should have been. I lost colonialism against Portugal. Not that they were actually colonizing themselves, which is, now that I think about it, extremely possible. Right, you are done. Wouldn't mind getting this Amazonas center of trade over here either. Is that the only one in the node? I think so. As long as I still have colonial enthusiasm, and I do. This doesn't terribly matter. Just go here. Portuguese Mexico finally spawned. Fantastic. All their colonies are pretty loyal still. Does look like they lost. They no longer have African holdings. Portugal's in a sorry state. They don't have their usual income from the Americas bolstering them. Alright, let's draw him. Send him... wherever there's a lot of guys. Here's fine. Honestly, I grow so fast that's less effective than it normally would be. problem with fighting Portugal now is they have so many points that I have to cover at once. I suppose I could have 2 armies over here in the fleet, and then have 1 army down here. But I'd prefer to do so in a way that keeps me from fighting Spain at the same time. Maybe I'm overly cautious. Oh, Holland's up here now. Yeah, eat it, cultures. Where's that colonist? There's 2 colonists going somewhere. 0, there we go. Get you out of there. Send you... Here. Only 38 days to get there. I really wish they'd revisit the travel times. Alright. I would like to take religious because I will need to do a lot of converting later. But I think for now, it's either quantity or offensive. Although trade would be pretty solid for me too. But I think I'm okay on money. That gold income is huge. It's paying for half my colonies. Could get a global settler increase from quantity. That sells it for me. We'll go quantity. Let me guess. Somebody... Yep, there's an estate here. So this event is really dumb, as it currently stands. And the reason is, I have a floor autonomy of 25, and this triggers apparently on things that have autonomy, places that have autonomy. So I could lose autonomy on this for unrest. But I don't actually lose autonomy because it's at the floor. It just doesn't take that into account for this event. So I just gain unrest for no reason. I currently have negative 16 unrest, so it wouldn't matter, but yeah, I'll just click this to prove it. Nothing happens because there's an estate there. Wow, my so I have an advisor that's reducing my inflation, and he can't keep up with the impact of gold. My loans are enormous, though, almost 1,000 ducats. How high is my income with all these colonies? Still positive. Still positive, being 4 colonies over. And in case you don't know, the colonies cost an exponential amount as you go over the limit. What religion is that? Why? I'm Norse. Get a load of this sound. Yeah. I'll give you a minute to recover from that. Holy crap, there's trade ships here that's been here for since the Portuguese War. Not trading. Let's see how much it boosts my trade income. 2 ducats. Two ducats. Finally got that claim on Ottawa. Damn it, that took forever. Let's get another one. Need to acquire Ottawa so I can spread further up here. Watch out for that Norse heresy. Is there actually a Norse heresy? Where are heresies listed? Do I still have enthusiasm? I do. Unrest? What unrest? Oh. Unrest. Yeah, I don't know. No! My guy died. I love all these Norse names with the Native American faces. Let's get some better advisors. I see no reason why not. Making enough. Yeah, I know I've seen a heresy list before, but I'm just not sure how to find it. Hello, manpower modifier. Hello, small tax modifier for my free ideas. Hey, man. Northeast is very Odin-esque. Oh, what does this belong to? Also not a colonial nation. Yes! Alright, that frees up a colony. So what do I take? What do I acquire? Can start moving up the California coast on this side. I think that would be a decent idea. At least it wouldn't be an indecent idea. Man, this gets too quiet without a war. I have no commentary. This is just a super micromanaged colonial game. Eventually there will be blood. Oh, with the inflation. What happened to Ottawa? I don't know what happened to Ottawa. Look okay to me. Oh, that inflation that's painful. What's cheaper? Reducing inflation 2.5 times or... I don't need the stability. What's it doing for me? It's giving me devotion. That's true. You thought I was going to eat Ottawa? Oh, yeah. I'm getting to it. Don't worry about it. I was waiting for this claim to finish. Claims slow down by half after you go to war with someone now. Stability or inflation. Both are terrible. I'm just going to ditch all my inflation. And I'm going to take the stability hit. I'm just going to deal with it. Just gonna deal. That claim is almost finished, though. Okay, you need to... Wait, there's another army right here. This army is gonna hang out over here. Assuming there's enough supply limit. Good. Ottawa. Bye. Right as this colony finishes, how convenient. Does that free up a colonist? Yes. Yes, it does. So where do I put it? I'd wait until I killed Ottawa, but I don't want to delay at all. I want to colonize. Go, go, go. Let's keep going up this coast. Let's do that. And then my next couple of colonists will go over here, so I can eat them. Although prioritizing eating these guys is probably not the most effective use of my colonial time. Yeah, it's just more practical if I cut off the coast more. Simply the truth of it. And that's another colonist. Put him in Mingan. And they're dead. The leadership sacrificed to the appropriate deities. And the paramount priest is pleased. Right, my next colonist is going to go... Actually, this colonist is going to go here. I discovered before, if I connect this, even with a colony, to this, I'll have to pay for the core. Because it will not be distant overseas. Do it this way, I don't have to pay for cores at all. Alright, this colonist... I'm drawing a blank. I'm trying to look for the number of colonists already there. Oh, it's on his tooltip. That's right. Well, call him, send him here. Finish that one off faster. More gold, more inflation. So it is. Looks like the Spanish got a bit of it too. In Brazil. Alright, as I was saying, since this is distant overseas, free core. So put a colony there. And bam. Any idea groups give inflation reduction? Yes. If you look into economic, it is the third idea. But that is an admin point idea group, so since I'm behind an admin, I wasn't really going to consider it. Plus, I'll spend less on inflation reduction over the course of the game. Not that I've run the math on this, as a disclaimer, but I'm pretty sure I spend less in inflation reduction over the course of a game than I do buying an entire admin idea group. Actually, did I give myself... No, the inflation reduction... Oh, I did! No, yeah, oh, holy crap. Yearly inflation reduction. Huh. Forgot I had that. I should have put it way earlier. For example, well before guaranteed freedoms. I forgot about all the Mexican gold, I suppose. Don't want the nobility to lose loyalty. I don't want them to lose... Wait, do I want them to lose influence? National tax modifier minus 25% until... For 25 years? Whoa! Who would pick this option? Oh, possible advisors is pretty nice. I guess if you're insanely rich, this would be good. And I am, but... That would put me into the negative. Nah, I'm just gonna keep the nobility a little unhappy. Got lazy diplomats. Should also think about grabbing Greenland, although the AI doesn't seem to favor it very much since it's glacial and Arctic. Whew. Wait a minute. I never noticed it said dice roll for attacker instead of just, I don't know, -1 to attack. I don't know. Britain's having some issues here. Let's keep relations up with France. They like me a lot, but I want to make sure it stays that way. I've got some trust with them. Could could spend some favors on trust. They are an okay ally in my book. They'll make my European invasions significantly easier. Curious about Dutch Canada. They haven't been colonizing much. Oh. Oh no, they didn't lose land here. In fact, they took land from England. Go Holland. And the clergy wants more land. Let's give them an Arctic hellhole. Preferably an Arctic hellhole with a crappy trade good. This has a temple? I didn't build a temple here. Micmac must have built a temple. Does that mean they had reformed? Could be. But I want the admin. Inflation's getting out of control. Okay, I can recall you. So this should no longer be, yeah, instantly. Colony goes down. This is no longer distant overseas. Which means that I can start adding to these. But very importantly, I need to be able to do it in a way that I can connect up. So I almost don't want to do that to this one, because it's going to get surrounded. I don't think I can out-colonize. Well, I probably can out-colonize them. But the colony has to finish first, and that's the issue. I suppose I'll just continue up and down the coast. Maybe, something like that. Where's Hedony? I need him to tell me how to pronounce this. I'm guessing it's Thorbjorn's... I don't know what that O is. Thorbjorn Smore? Smore? I'm not Scandinavian. It's my secret. Fourth colony incoming, so this one should go to a partially done colony. Like here. And as usual, let's try to boost the clergy to 80%. See what happens. I'm not sure. Oh, he's awful. Or she's awful. I can't. A girl's name or a boy's name? Looks like Helga. These Norsemen all look the same. Where did I just start a colony? Here? Here? Okay. Send this guy across the world. Seems reasonable, right? Can you imagine being told to do that? There are people that walk the Appalachians, which is, I think the idea is you walk like this area. You just walk a trail up and down here. Imagine having to do it there. You did 100 miles of the Appalachian Trail 5 years ago. Nice. Can't say that I've ever done anything so strenuous. It's from Vermont to Georgia. That makes sense. You know what's fun? Trying to explain how to pronounce Vermont to someone who speaks Cantonese as their native language. In China, the V sound, not so big a thing. call you, send you here. Colonies! Newfoundland's threatening my trade. Oh, England! This is actually a pretty scary Britain, although they haven't colonized much. It's still fairly early in the game, though maybe I can't blame them. I am embargoing them. I'm not embargoing you, although we are bitter, bitter enemies. So I will. I did not mean to leave him here this long, but damn does he do quick work. My colonists. Defense to your existence, so we're gonna end that. Just, you know, casual genociding. Standard EU affair. Just to make sure that the Portuguese know I mean business, I'm gonna make sure to claim all of this in case they think they want to expand anymore. Alright, Kato, thanks for playing. Not gonna miss you. It's time to go on a West Coast adventure. For no particular reason. What? Portugal? Ooh. Now I'm offended. We have to start colonizing this way in order to meet up with these. I think the Grand Portuguese Genocide is not far off from what I want to do. The only reason France wouldn't join me is because they're fighting in another war. I would happily give them a chunk of Portuguese land. Seven whole forts I don't use. It's fun being rich enough where you don't notice these things. Ah, Nova Hollandia. We've got a colonial nation. Good job. It's Dutch, though. We gotta go. Can't be having this. This is actually very boring. It's like playing a game of chess. Where you know you've won, but they just keep doing really annoying little things to try to make you slip up. It's a terrible analogy, but that's what I'm going with. Especially terrible because I actually really enjoy playing chess. And someone who puts up a good fight. It's pretty cool in my book. So England's allies were Spain and nobody important. Spain's allies are England, Hungary. Hungary did pretty well for themselves. The Brandenburg's all up in there. Portugal. Portugal's only ally is Spain. Now France isn't very interested. That'll put me a little closer to my inflation reduction. Here we go. Here's a thing I can do. You! Friends with Navajo, huh? Well, let's go make sure Navajo can't do anything about this. It's like Navajo, Apache. Apache is killing Pueblo. This is fine. This is fine. I'll prime them. Bring them both in. Bring them all in. Thor's hammer will crush your skulls. Thanks, base tax. I guess this is a subject now? No. Nope. Hi, Navajo. I'm, here to kill you? Just need to hold on until you invade Europe. Yep. Lucky for me, I think. I'm pretty patient, so. Where the hell did their army go? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's my colony! No! Maybe I can save it? Maybe I can save it? Yes! See where he goes. Oh, he's just gonna run back here. It's probably not the best thing for me. But everyone survived. By everyone, I mean a large enough proportion of my soldiers. There we go. What is it to say in Britain? Done and dusted? Clearly the reason that there's no dominant force over here is that these people haven't earned the favor of Odin yet. Therefore, I'll enlighten them. And then I'll come back in about, I don't know, 15 years and just see how they're doing. Just check up on them, you know. Just kind of stroll in with my armies and say, hey, have you earned Odin's favor yet? And then we'll test that in the traditional practical sense in which I invade them. And if they can resist me, they have. Where there's a will, there's someone forcing their way upon you. I want to trade goods. Trade goods. Yeah. Okay. That's not done yet. You too can hear the word of Odin. Why you've allied both of them? This is fine. That means no one can invade you. That means Pima is done. Converting them forces their capital to switch, which means I don't have to do it. And then I take the capital and their money. Free colony. Why not just annex? I can't... Annexing Navajo wouldn't do me any good because I can't core any of it. They're inland. Unlike, whoever the hell this was, I didn't even get their name. Unlike Pima, who is a coastal country, which means I have coring range, which is the same as colonial range. I can core that. So, as you can see, I'm coring it. These guys are all inland, and I have no bordering cores. I cannot core them. So what I did is convert them to Norse, and then I'll come back later, after they've converted the land for me, and then core it. After I get like this as a colony. So what's cool about this is it saves me a lot of time. And since they're natives in the Americas, they have no separatism. So as long as they're the correct religion, they're not going to do anything about it. thought I sent someone here. See if I can track him down. He must have made it most of the way. So that's why I'm taking a West Coast tour here. I'm just going to collect these things I can core before somebody else swoops in. Which is pretty much all the natives here. Where do I have manpower? Didn't I have like 40 to start with today? Let's redistribute you to... Won't even get there. Oh, there's already one there. Here. Now, if I'm lucky, all these guys are allied. If I'm not lucky, I won't care, and I'll just do it anyway. Surprise! You have no allies, but I'm just gonna crush you anyway, because that's what I do. Ooh. Cannons on the front row? Yes, please. Alright, thanks for stopping in, 24 by 24. Have a good one. Watch out for Ryukyu. Sage advice. Where's he going? Oh, they're allied with the Arapaho. Okay, you are not the primary in either war, right? What's your flag? The fish? No, okay, so I can piece you out pretty comfortably. Really? You're gonna say no to this? Well, we'll see how long. Maybe now, after you've calculated for a month your relative position here? You're resistant. See how you feel in a little bit. I could have been claiming some of these guys. I actually have a border with all of them by sea. I have for a while. What's it gonna be, Chinook? Nothing, huh? Well, I'll just pay Arapaho a visit and see if we can't change your mind. As for this army, once the siege is finished, I think it's about time we go to pay Haida a visit. We were a separate war, I believe. The Shoshone. Come on, Chinook. All I want's your freedom, your identity, and your wealth. I'll let you keep your kids until I need to draft them. I mean, probably. Oh well, this gives me an opportunity to prime these people for integration when I finally arrive. I can declare war on Blackfoot while I'm out here too and do the same thing. Just in case the Blackfoot managed to beat the crap out of Arapaho somehow. Can't have them reconverted. Haha, volunteers for the holy fight. See, my people know. Oh, they know. Haida, natives can't have ships, and therefore you cannot say no. Norse diplomacy at its finest. Overseas expansion against the Maldives. We've met the Maldives. Met the Maldives. Neat. French South Africa is occupied by Mutapa. Mutapa is big. Wow. At war with France, defender against France in the French conquest of Mutapa. Not doing real great at it, France. Not sure how I feel about you being my ally at the moment. I want to spend on tech, but I also want to core all these. So come on now. Let's finish up the siege. Move out first so I don't get exiled. And that way I can attack Blackfoot. Chinook still isn't able to siege back their land, so they have a little time. Enforce his religion, take his cash, standard affair. Alright. Norse gods reach the great Northwest. And I'm just gonna attack these guys too. I'll just take their money and convert them. Forgot about that. I have to turn my army around. That's fine. Head is as far as I go. And the nobility this time wants some land. Sure. How about this? We have this thing. There you go, little guy. Little noble buddy. Darn. Got separatism. Still not used to thinking of those armies as being something that can stick around after the war. Oh yeah, I should probably end it with you too. Thanks, Comanche. Ooh. Columbia Estuary. Very nice. That's worth fractions of ducats. Done and done. Now about the clergy. Yep. Alright, clergymen. Since we're out here, you can have that. Lost my navigator. Got a statesman. Okay, I need to reallocate this colonist because I forgot to do it before. Where's it gonna go? There's pretty good. I really should be paying attention to our centers of trade out here. That's why he went for that. I should have noticed. I really should have. Makes sense. Well played, Portugal. Okay, luckily the separatism is balanced out by... Well, no, it's not. Let's see what happens when my troops leave. Yeah, it's going to be slightly positive. It's a little annoying. 0.7. Well, I'll look at it. These are pretty crappy provinces, so raising autonomy to deal with that wouldn't be that bad. This province didn't get any autonomy, though. Look at them trying to block in my colony. The monsters. I have no idea what that dialogue was. Suddenly they want my land. So what's going on? They want to access my land. Why? Why would you all suddenly want this? This is not a new war, is it? No. They've calculated something that makes them think that I'm a valuable path. Just AI stuff. Never did look at how my trade changed. Looks like I maintain power here. Yeah, it's just positive. Pretty sure. Sure enough not to care to look further. Rather, I don't care enough to look further and be sure. Should have sent that colonist over here. I'm a wreck of inefficiency. Especially because now I need to withdraw a colonist elsewhere just to get myself back up to limit. Inflation seems to have slowed. Well, it's the advisor. It was the advisor. Oh, it is the advisor. Right. Good. If that League War kicks off, it'll be the perfect time to attack. Assuming Spain, Portugal, or England get involved. I don't even see, like, Sweden in on this. Although Sweden's not that powerful anymore. And they're pretty weak. What I want to see is Spain and Portugal in there. But I don't see that. Actually, Portugal is the favored emperor right now. Which could drag them into some uncomfortable wars, which might be advantageous to me. Man, that takes forever. It's almost not worth doing at all. In fact, it probably wasn't. What do we got here? Odenesque Columbia River. That'll give me some more money. Unless that's purchase cost. That's 2 colonies, holy crap. Okay. So now I have 2 more to expend. One should be here. Ah, he boxed me in. Damn. Original culture. Oh, it remembers the original. And it's half price for converting back to it. Okay. Alright. Oh, this is one of the ones that finished. Good. So we'll do Rio Negro. Yeah. I don't know why I can suddenly core this now, but I'll take it. What is my mission? I probably should be paying attention to this. I don't want to forget this mission. I want to get my colonial enthusiasm and maintain it, because I'm sure I've lost it by now. Yeah. Enthusiasm's too good. Come on, colonists. So I can micro you even more. Send you back there. So Portugal didn't become the emperor. Ah, they want independence again. At least one of them does. Problem, of course, is that Spain is a problem. In general. I love the wastelands being colored now. So Timbuktu owns so much of this wasteland border that it's taken on their color. Makes them look way more impressive. I'm pretty sure they just took land. Oh god, my UI is breaking down. Took land off of Portugal. Oh, the Protestant League War is in session. Oh. Okay. Who is the... So it's Aachen as the emperor, and Brandenburg at the head of the league. So let's look at that real quick. Looks like Brandenburg's not doing so hot. So France chose Catholicism. And who is Aachen? They're up against that, though, which looks nasty. But the Catholics are winning pretty hard. Allied with Congo. I can't tell if the word paused here is supposed to have a little ribbon around it or not. Or if it's bugged out. Poland with its Space Marines might be a good ally in the future. Against the Russian scum. A lot of strong potential allies. If France were not at war, they would join me against Spain. But not if it was against the colony directly. So what I'd have to do is do something like prepare by claiming colonies. But I can't. Nothing neighboring. It's bothersome. There's a fairly strong chance I'm focusing way too much on making a really definitive, easy war to get myself into Europe. It is only 1600, though. I definitely have time. I'd rather not push it. A lot of that time still has to go to colonizing, because there's a lot of land that needs to be taken still. I think for now, since my UI is dying, it's a good limiting factor, actually. I like that. It tells me when to stop. It seems to happen at a similar amount of time at every session. So yep, I gotta go to bed anyway. I got work tomorrow. Yeah. I felt like there was something I should say, but I have nothing, so I'll leave you with that. You're welcome. Have a good night.